Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Yoga 319. Today we are going to look at a shoulder strengthening flow. So the idea is I will teach the sequence one time on the right side, one time on the left side, and then you can go ahead and replay the video as many times as you need or want. So maybe just a quick sequence today for you, or maybe you want to work those shoulders a bit harder and maybe do it 2 or 3 times through. So if you like the video, please hit like, please subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. But why don't we get cracking? Okay, so come to all fours, stacking shoulders over wrist, hips over knees, and then we're going to come straight down onto the forearms. So elbows under shoulders. We're going to take our cow-cat down here. So use an inhale to arch the back, bring the chest forward, take the shoulders closer together, gaze forward. Exhale, round the spine, bring the chin to the chest, spread the shoulders apart, take the gaze back between your legs towards your feet. Good. So just continue like this, moving with the breath between the two positions of flexion and extension of the spine. Good. If you feel like you need to pause for a little bit longer in one of those two positions, then be my guest. But otherwise, just find a nice rhythm that works for your breath. Good. And then we'll just settle in the middle in a neutral spine. Tucking the toes, we're going to hover the knees about 1 inch from the mat and just hold here. Good. So if you fancy a bit more, you can always extend the right leg towards the back of the mat. Good. Bring it in. And then extend the left leg. It's just an option though. You can keep both toes firmly on the ground if you wish. One more breath and then lower the knees, untuck those toes, just start to slide the hands out ahead of you. Come into your extended puppy pose, forehead meets the earth. Good, take a few deep breaths here. Nice, and then slide the hands back in, elbows under shoulders. Retuck the toes, and this time take the bottom all the way up to the sky. Start to lengthen the legs. Perfectly okay if there's still a bit of a bend in the knees. Good. Focus on lifting the tailbone towards the sky, creating length in the spine. Visualize a nice inverted V shape with the body and the legs. From here, we're going to exhale. Bring the knees down into that hover position. Inhale, lift back up. Good. 2 more. Exhale, lower and hover. Good. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower and hover. Good. Inhale, lift back up. Good. Go ahead, lower the knees all the way down. Untuck the toes. Walk the hands out into your extended puppy. Forehead meets the earth. Lovely stretch for the shoulders and the chest. Just take a few breaths. Good. And then whenever you're ready, bring the elbows back under the shoulders. We're going to step back into a forearm plank. Good, so just pause here for a moment, draw tummy button up towards the spine, take a few breaths. Good, maybe you want to rock forward and backwards on those toes, just an option. Then from here, we're going to make our way up onto our hands. So either lower the knees first or push straight up onto one hand and then the other hand. So we're now in our high plank, and from here we'll take a vinyasa. So you've got options. You can lower knees, chest, chin, or you can take a full chaturanga, or maybe you hover the body in one straight line all the way down to the mat. So let's start with knees, chest, chin. Knees come down. Good. Chest and chin follow. Inhale, slide onto the belly, release the feet, lift the head and the chest, elbows in. Exhale, float back down, retuck the toes. Take the bottom up, back towards the heels, find length in the spine, and then lift tailbone towards the sky in to your first downward dog. Good. So maybe pedal the heels out here. Stretch out into the calves and the hamstrings. Bring any movement that feels nice, and then find some stillness. We're going to use an inhale to lift the right high to the sky, 3-leg dog. Keep the hips square. Exhale, lower the right toes, tap them down. Inhale, lift back up. Good. One more time, lower and tap. And then inhale, lift back up. And then from here, this right shin is going to land onto the mat. Good. So right knee behind right wrist, right foot going towards the left side of the mat. And then just wiggle your left toes, your left leg out behind you. So we're going to keep that left leg engaged, knee lifted up on the toes. Bring your fingertips to either side of your mat. Inhale to lift and open the chest, and then exhale to fold towards your right leg. Good. Inhale, lift, open. Exhale to fold. Good. Inhale, lift and open one final time. Exhale, fold. Good. Coming back up now, placing your hands back under your shoulders. We're going to lift the this right knee up as we pivot on the toes. So we're going to find the sole of the left foot down on the mat. We're coming up onto the right toes as we start to lift the hips and open the front body. The left arm can come up and over as much as is comfortable. Good, and then exhale. Bring that left palm down. Come back onto your left toes. Step your right toes to the right side of the mat. And then take your opening on the other side. So maybe the sole of the left foot is down. Maybe you're on the knife edge of the foot, whatever feels most comfortable. Lift through these hips. Good, nice. Then bring your right palm down, turn back on to your right toes and step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. So we got both hands on the inside of the foot. Lower the left knee, good, come into your lizard pose. Maybe you stay up here. Maybe you think about coming down on to your forearms, letting that head be heavy. Good, if you want a bit more juice for that back leg, you've got the option, you can tuck the toe, you can lift the knee. Good, maybe you keep the top of the foot down and lift the knee. Good, just options. Nice, hug that right knee into the right shoulder for a couple more breaths. And then, good, we come up onto the hands. Good, tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, and then start to shift towards the back of the mat for your side lunge. So bend deep into this left leg. Good, bring the hands to prayer at the chest. Good, maybe you're up on the heel of the right foot, maybe the sole is down, either or. Good, and then the hands are going to walk all the way back towards the front foot. Come back towards your lizard pose, but then we're going to take the right fingertips forward right diagonal of the right foot as you use an inhale to float your left leg up to the sky for your half moon. Good. So engage all the muscles in this right standing leg. Flex your left foot, open your left hip. Good. Fingertips can stay down on the ground, or maybe you can float them up. You can take your gaze out to the side of the room, or maybe up towards the top hand. Good. Maybe you float for a second or two and see what that feels like. Good. And then from here we're going to bring this left shin all the way down to the ground. Sit the bottom back. Good. So our left heel is by the side of our right bottom. We're going to hug that right knee nice and tight into the chest. Interlace your fingers around the bottom of this right foot, and then exhale just to extend that right leg away. So sit up nice and tall, open the chest, think about length in the spine, and then just see how it feels in this right hamstring. And maybe your leg is bent, that's cool. It doesn't have to be straight. Good. From here, bring the foot down, cross over the legs, roll over the knees, plant your hands, step back into a high plank. Then from here we lower down into a forearm plank. Start to walk the toes in towards you. Good, just as much as is comfortable coming into your dolphin pose. Push firmly down through the elbows, lift out of the shoulders. Exhale, lower the knees, hover them. Inhale, lift. Good, exhale, lower and hover. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower and hover. Inhale to lift. Good, then from here, walk your toes back into your forearm plank. Make your way back into your high plank. If you need to lower your knees, that's no problem. And then take a vinyasa. So maybe knees, chest, chin, or maybe you're thinking about a chaturanga, hovering down halfway before you inhale on to the tops of your feet for an up dog, or maybe you're in cobra. If you're in up dog, we're on the tops of the feet, the legs are engaged and lifted. Good. Exhale, let's meet back in a downward facing dog. Good. So think about your alignment here, feet hip distance apart, hands about shoulder distance apart. Lift the tailbone towards the sky, send the chest down and back. Good. And then from here, inhale, take that left leg high to the sky, three-leg dog. Good. Exhale, lower it down, tap the toes. Inhale, lift up. Good. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. And then this time we bring the left shin down to the ground, left knee behind, left wrist. Wiggle that right leg out behind you. Stay up on the toes, keep that right knee lifted. Bring the fingertips wide. Inhale, lift, open. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift and open. Exhale, fold. Nice. Lifting up, bringing your hands back under your shoulders. Lifting your left knee up, pivoting on the toes so you come onto the sole of the back foot, up on to your left toes. Open Lift the hips and open your front body, right arm coming up and over as much as it's comfortable, pushing firmly into the mat with that left hand. Good, then from here, right palm comes down, turn onto your right toes, take your left toes to the left side of the mat and then open up to that side. Good, so maybe you're up on the right toes and the left sole of the foot is down. Just find a comfy position for your feet. It doesn't really matter what it looks like, it's just what it feels like. Good, bring your left palm down, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand and then lower that right knee and tuck your toe. Good, so we'll work our way down into our lizard here. You can stay here if this feels like enough, or maybe you're finding your way down on to your forearms, let the head hang heavy. Good, hug that left knee into the left shoulder. Stay here or maybe tuck the right toe and lift the knee. Good, maybe keep the top of the foot down and see if you can lift the knee. Just options. Good, let's make our way back up onto the hands and put on the forearms. Tuck the back toe, take it into your side lunge towards the back of the mat, bending into that right leg. Hands are at prayer at the chest. Maybe you're on the heel of the left foot, maybe the sole is down, either or. Good, then we'll shift all the way back to the front of the mat. Left fingertips forward diagonal of the left foot as you inhale to float the right leg up for your half moon. Good, so flex that right foot, open the hips, send energy away from you with that right heel. Good, maybe you're going to think about floating the left fingertips up off the mat, just for a breath or two maybe. And then bring both hands down, place your right shin down, sit your bottom back, hug the left knee into the chest, interlace your fingers around your left foot, and then exhale to extend the foot away from you, lengthening the back of that left leg. So not worrying if the leg is straight or bent, trying to sit up nice and tall, avoid rounding in the back. Good, and then bring the foot back down. Find your way into a cross leg position, roll over the knees, hands are planted, step back into a plank pose, come down into your forearm plank. Good, start to walk the feet in to your dolphin pose. Good, pause. Lift out of the shoulders, push down through the forearms. And then exhale, lower the knees and hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower the knees and hover. Inhale, lift. Final time, exhale, lower the knees and hover. Inhale, lift. Walk your feet back out into your plank pose. Come up in to your high plank. Good, take a vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, or hovering down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Awesome, take a few breaths here. Now from here you just carry on, so you can replay the video taking it from the right leg lifts and then repeat on the other side. But there's your flow, give it a go, let me know how you get on, and just remember, take a few moments of Shavasana, relaxation, whatever that means to you when you're done. Have a great day and I will see you next time. Bye.